Hello and welcome to Physics with Amol sir. So this video is for class 9th and today we are going to start with the 9th chapter, that is force and laws of motion. Once again, I hope before you are starting with this you have revised the previous chapter. I have shared the notes also on the class group. Okay, go through the notes, see the questions. If there are any questions that you feel are difficult or you are not able to understand, send me a message and in the next video I will try to solve those doubts. But for today we are going to start with the next chapter, as I said, that is force and laws of motion. So let's begin. Okay, so what is force? If I tell you go and apply force on the door in your house. So if you apply a force on the door will get closed. Okay, or if I say apply the force once again, then you will pull the door and the door will open. So in a very short manner we can say that force means pushing or pulling. Okay, so that is how we define a force. Force means either pushing an object or pulling an object. Okay, that is meant by force. Now there are two types of forces. We characterize forces into two types. Okay, one is called as balanced forces and the other is called as unbalanced forces. Fine. First let us see balanced forces. I will give you an example. Let us say that four friends are going in the car. Okay, and after some time the car breaks down. The car stops to move. So the four friends, they come out and they think now they are going to push the car. But what they do? Two friends push from behind the car and two friends push from the front of the car. So if this is the car, two are pushing from the back and two are pushing from the front. Do you think the car will move? Obviously not, because two people are pushing towards the right hand side and two are pushing towards the left hand side, and then we will see that the car is not moving. Okay, these kind of forces are called as balanced forces. Okay, let us see. So what do you mean by balanced forces? If we have an object here, okay, and we are applying force from both the sides in opposite directions. Okay, and suppose the size of the force, the magnitude, I am sure you remember this word. If the magnitude of both the forces is same but directions are opposite, then we call these forces as balanced forces. Okay, so once again, two forces which are similar in magnitude but opposite in direction, they are called as balanced forces. I am sure the concept is now understood. So obviously you will see that if you are applying balanced force on an object, it is not going to move. Okay. Then second type, they are called as unbalanced forces. Now what can be unbalanced forces? Forces which are not equal in magnitude. For example, on a box, we apply more force from the right hand side and less force from the left hand side. Where will the box move? Obviously, the box is going to move towards the right hand side, right? So these are made by unbalanced forces. Forces which are not equal in magnitude, those forces we call as unbalanced forces. So if I ask you to close the door, what kind of force will you apply? Will you apply a balanced force or an unbalanced force? Of course, now you will say you have to apply an unbalanced force. Only when you apply an unbalanced force on the door is it going to close or it is going to open. So whenever we want to move an object, we have to apply unbalanced forces, not the balanced forces, right? Because if you are applying balanced force, object will not move. Okay? So this gives us an idea in everyday life how many forces we are applying. These are all unbalanced forces. Okay, and we are applying forces at all times. Okay, even when we are standing, we are applying a force on the ground. Even when we are walking, we are applying a force. Even when we are writing, we are applying a force. Okay, in all walks of life, to make any kind of movement, we have to apply force. Okay, so force, it is an integral part of our life, and that is why it is very important to study these topics. Okay, so I hope you have understood the meaning of balanced force and unbalanced force. Now, I hope you remember in the previous chapter we had talked about some quantities which are called as scalars and vectors. Scalars can be defined only with magnitude, but vectors, they need magnitude as well as direction. So force is a quantity that requires magnitude as well as direction. Now you will ask how. For example, we'll take the example of pushing the car. Okay, if we are pushing from the right hand side, the car will move towards the right hand side. But if you are pushing from the left hand side, it will move towards the left hand side. So the direction in which the force is applied is very, very important. Or if I ask you to close the door, so while closing the door, you have to apply a force in a particular direction. And if I ask you to open the door, that time also you have to apply in a particular direction. So force needs not only magnitude but also the direction. Therefore, we say force is a vector quantity. Okay, so these are very important topics. I hope you have understood them. For today, I am going to stop with these topics. In the next class, we will be discussing the laws of motion. Okay, again, when we are studying science, these are some topics that form the basis of all science studies. Okay, so now what task for you is, you are going to go through the notes that I have given. Okay, make sure that you have written them in your classwork notebook. Whatever doubts you are having, you should send it to my number, okay, or on our class WhatsApp group. In the next video, I will try to answer the queries. Okay, thank you.